Hello, welcome to the latest episode of Retro for You. Today we're going to be making these, which is basically a 24 pin to 28 pin adapter, which allows us to program a EEPROM, so we can basically flash Jiffy DOS onto it and then basically slot this into the Commodore 64 and run the Commodore 64 on Jiffy DOS, which is a new OS for it. Basically we're in Enhanced Basic, which runs a lot faster, especially on the disk load commands, etc. So a big thank you again to pcbway for providing these to me. I shall put a link down below to their website, and any projects that you wish to check out, there's loads on their website. Please have a look and browse, and obviously order some stuff. I mean, I'll put my link down below as well, so if you order anything you can order through my link. It gives you a bit of recognition towards my channel, and like I said before, high quality stuff and easy to solder. Now this is going to be a quick video and we'll get this done. Next week we're back onto the CDTV, obviously carrying on with that repair. I've actually worked on it this week and we have actually made a bit more progression, so you'll see that in the next video. Obviously the recap's done on it, etc., and we'll see where we're up to on that. So I'll see you after a short break and we'll crack on, we're making these. Thank you, see you soon guys, bye. Okay, so welcome to another episode of Retro for You. Today is another PCBway video. Like I said, we're going to be building this that allows us to basically program an EEPROM so it can run Jiffy DOS in the Commodore 64. Now we'll give some hints on this. For a start, when you buy this, if you're going to build one of these, buy these type of sockets here. See the square ones? There is some other ones like this which have round holes, and they are terrible to get the chip in. I mean, I spent ages just trying to put the chip in, so do not buy these round hole ones. I think they're cheaper, so we don't have ordered them by mistake. Always buy the square peg ones, which are far superior. And we don't need much for this. We basically need a socket and a couple of rows of pins, and also an EEPROM later, which is a STM2764, if you can see that there, and we'll be programming that later as well. So as far as the soldering going, like I say, it's a really easy one to do. So why buy one? Because it's much more fun to build one, as I always say. So what we need to do first is just place it this way up and put in the shorter pins on the inside. Do not put the socket on first, because then you basically block the inside pins. See there, you can't solder these inside ones here. So we just need to cut this short. Find my snips. So between here, simple way of snip. And these pins should there you go. I've cut it one too long. That's just pinged off somewhere, nearly took his eye out. Fun. So we'll cut the other one the same size. So now we should have two sets of pins. Should slot in okay, which they do. So obviously we need to fit this from the other side, because this is underneath of the socket. So we're just going to flip this over and place these in. It's as simple as that. And then obviously next all you got to do is just take this over and then solder it up. Zoom the camera in. So what we need to do, obviously, is to flux up these pens. So the last time this like flux was supposed to have been Amtech, and it came from it, somebody else. Not as good as Amtech. Can't go wrong with Amtech flux. So basically we've done this. Now all we need to do is get this soldered up. So over each pin, and then onto the other side. It's as simple as that. If you want to start soldering, this is a good one to start with. So that's all those legs done now. That was nice and quick, like I said. So what we need to do now is just give that a clean off. A good old IPA and a toothbrush. So now we've done that as well, these two bottom pads here, which is here and there, needs soldering together. Now when you want stuff to bridge, they never want to bridge. Fact of life. So what I do when it doesn't want to bridge, like it isn't, like I said before, we can use a bit of anything like a bit of resistor leg, capacitor leg, whatever you got handy. We'll just snip a bit off. A bit too long. Still a bit too long. Should be about right now. And there you go, that has actually dragged it across. I made a contact. Again, a bit of IPA. And a toothbrush. Right, that's almost warmed up. Let's give it a try. Yeah, there's one. I could have just used soda wick to do this, but two, and the last one is being stubborn. Right, what you can do if it's being stubborn is just add another bit of soda. There you go, you can see now that's nice and clean. So that's all them holes done. I can now flick this off, like so, and we can now proceed to fit the socket. So the socket you can tell there is a cutout there for pin 1 and there's a cutout picture on the board, so obviously it goes that way around. So it's just a matter of slotting that in place. Okay, so we can now put this on here. We can now get some flux. Hopefully you can all see that. And we can proceed to solder this. Again, same as the other side. It's a matter of touching the solder on and giving it a feed. Using little bits of solder here because I'm actually running out. So onto the other side. And then that's it basically. That is that adapter built up. Like I said, it's a nice easy quick job and it's fun to do, and it's always best to build your own stuff. I think you get more enjoyment out of it, and achievement definitely. So I'm just going to give it a blast off again. So that's the finished unit there. See, it's all lovely soldered up, and that will allow us to use it to program an actual Jiffy ROM now for the C64. So we'll get onto PC now. Okay, I've already selected the chip here, which is an M64AA DIP28, but you can see here there's loads of chips, and that is the one we're going to be using. So basically all we have to do, it's so simple, is to actually place the chip, pin 1 to the top here, into the socket. It's not going to go on now. Now I'm doing this on camera. Typical. So we'll just straighten some of these legs a bit. It was open, yeah. Goes in one side. Here we go. It's so easy, isn't it, this? So we place the chip and then we clamp it in place, okay? So obviously the chip is selected. You can always do a quick check here, which is here, and it'll say read devices, okay. So basically what we need to do is go to load and browse, and I have all the Jiffy DOSes here for different things. So what we're doing is the Jiffy DOS Commodore 64 one, okay. So we load that, okay. And then there's the what's his name. Now we can blank the chip if you want, so we'll just put clank, and there you go, done. As quick as that was. So now back, and now basically all we got to do is click the program button here and program, and there you go, it'll start programming the flash. And also, as UV light blanks these chips, it's always good to put a bit of tape over the top. I usually use metal tape, but all I've got at the moment is a bit of masking tape, but anything's better than nothing. So just over that window there to stop the UV light going through. Verify. Alright, that's it, verify. So that will check, and it says verifying, flash is okay, pin detected, pass, back, etc. So all we've got to do now then is close that software down. Here we are back on the Commodore 64. I'm just going to let's quickly take it apart because the screws are out. I've had this together and apart so many times at the moment, and we're currently on the upgrades, etc. So we're just going to remove the top half. So before we pull this chip here, I'll make sure I've got my strap on, so if you can see that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to just pull this, and off it comes. So that's that chip out. You can see there, like I mentioned before, the cutout. Now that is basically pin 1, and it aligns with the cutout on the socket there. So here's a new one. You can see there again the cutout and the cutout again. It's like the half moon shape there, if you can see. So that should just basically plug back into this socket, like so. So that's that done. All we have to do is to reassemble this. Again, the keyboard connector, and next the LED light. And just slot this together. And now, help if I took that out of the way, we should have a C64 with Jiffy DOS installed. So to test this, I'm going to plug my adapter in, plug the power supply, and I'm going to plug it into the screen capture device so you can see. So we're all plugged up. This is all ready to go. It should have Jiffy DOS. It should boot to Jiffy DOS. So we plugged the video adapter in we made the other week. We're just going to switch on to the video capture device and turn the computer on. So hopefully now it should boot to Jiffy DOS, which has Jiffy DOS version 6.1. Now we're just going to go back to the main camera again, and let's just see. So that's basically it. We're not going to do anything on Jiffy DOS. I've got nothing hooked up, and also I need to run Jiffy DOS on the disk drive as well. So that's the next thing to fix, is Jiffy DOS for the disk drive. But I want to do this quick video to show you how to make these things and how easy it is to make them and program them yourself, because you need to follow the same procedure again for the 1541 drives, but you need to run a different ROM basically. I mean, if you download the link below that I put below, it will have all the Jiffy DOS ROMs in there, which you can just pick which one you need. So that's it for now. Next time when we've done the drive, etc., we'll do a video on a bit of Jiffy DOS, see what the difference is in speed between the two. And if you're here for the first time, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. There's more stuff coming. There's another Atari cart to be built, the Uno cart, which has got the SD card in it, etc. So we're going to be building that soon, as well as obviously more CD-TV coming next. That'll be coming in the next video, because obviously I've done the recap, etc., and we're going to see how far we get on with that. So that's it for now. I shall see you next time on Retro for You. Cheers guys, bye.